Oh god, well, am I in Ukraine right now? Dude, I really don't want to be here right now in this political climate, man.
Yes, you finally woken up. Welcome to my secret bunker. I provide you in the hope that you will save the scene forever. When we introduce personal creativity, you were things that entire over the last few videos that were all part of your dream. You need to review something personal to you, something only you know, so that the system will recognize you and let you out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so this one's been a long time coming, and no, I'm not talking about this video. This right here is the album that introduced me to breakcore, way back when I was a wee young lad on a family computer. See, I was already into EDM, I had taken the gateway drug that was Noisia and Best Dubstep Ever Mindfric Drops on YouTube, and I'm gonna be honest, I needed more. I was fucking fiending for crazier music, so I asked one of my most autistic friends if he had any suggestions. He showed me this, and from that point onward, I slowly devolved into a paint-huffing degenerate with a stupid internet cartoon show. And I hope, with this album, maybe I can further corrupt the minds of other like-minded individuals, and you guys can start your own stupid internet cartoon shows where you review music. Welcome to Reizoko CJ's 2011 true breakcore album, Rrrrrrr.
Wow, now that's rare.
Now, this artist is quite an interesting case. He disappeared after a civil war in his home country, became a legend of the breakcore community, etc., etc. I'm probably gonna make a little video essay on him and his disappearance anyways, so don't you worry your little heart. There's so much to dive into regarding this guy, but in this video, basically all you need to know is that he was one of the biggest names in breakcore in the early 2010s. And rather than that breakbeat melodic bullshit we call breakcore today, you really gotta be a twisted, freaking messed up in the head psychopath to enjoy this shit. BPM well into the triple digits, over 100 samples from the most random places, and flow switches basically every 10 seconds. To all of my lovely fans out there who enjoy amphetamines, number 1, be careful and drink water. Number 2, check out this album, it's sick as hell. As my first ever breakcore album, obviously it has a special place in my heart. I'm a biased source, as I am in all of my videos, and there are certain parts of this album that make me laugh and smile just as much as they did when I was a little hustler, with no dreams of being a virtual idol. If you're wondering why my editing is the way it is, I hope showing you this album is a suitable explanation. This thing has been festering in my mind for literally like 10 years at this point. There's just something about Reizoko CJ's production that inspires an unrivaled energy, at least in the world of breakcore. See Gorshit, one of my other favorite artists and another extremely popular figure on the scene at the same time. Gorshit has a style that most would consider extremely chaotic and off the walls, but honestly, when held up against Reizoko, Gorshit's the more slow, melodic, and tame of the two. In terms of influence, I would say that Gorshit holds more weight over the evolution of breakcore into what it is today, just based on how a lot of people seem to be following the trends that he created in his music and that he set out to sort of represent with his art. However, I'd say I'd only agree with that statement for the most part. While Reizoko was a little more niche and his sound is designed for a very specific type of person, I'd say that his sampling and his overall style definitely carried over into some of the more out there and more niche down breakcore artists. Not to say that those inspired by him are a minority or that they don't exist or have a limited existence. I'm sure that there are many out there, but in terms of mainstream appeal and where the normies are flocking to, I'd say that the followers of the almighty Gorshit have prevailed. His little protégés, his little sluts in the sewer. Now, about the samples I mentioned earlier, they range from random metal grinding sounds sampled from YouTube uploads of welding tutorials, to anime voice clips, to Dean Martin's I'll Be Home for Christmas, and yeah, it uses some memes, of course. Well, okay, quite a few memes. And it's evident that Reizoko's thematic elements are rooted in the internet culture of the time. But hell, I'm gonna be honest, people are still asking what certain samples are even 11 years later. People still don't know. This is one of those artists who samples videos with like 11 views. And basically, his sample selection is, well, based, for lack of a better term. The track titles also follow no consistent pattern, usually going off one or two standout samples used in the track. Like how Christmas in Japan samples a Christmas song, and 1994... Well, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I included that part in the script. Others are just kinda named off of whatever Reizoko felt like, you know, /A/, the 4chan anime board that he frequented. And also where my autistic friend found his music, fun fact. The final song is a somewhat discordant and unnerving piano piece, which, as the send-off for the album, works perfectly to contrast the rest of the chaos that is this album. It's sort of like the big blast of energy is kind of teetering out, like you're on the breakcore come-down in a way. All in all, I fucking love this album, dude, and it's always gonna be in my gotta go fast album lineup. This album will be extremely enjoyable to any major breakcore fan who hasn't heard it yet somehow, and I highly recommend it to anyone who needs a little bit more chaotic energy in their lives. This is a methed out album, through and through. And shout out to all of my tweakers listening to this shit and doing whatever tweaker tasks they've got for the day. Shout out to you guys. More melodic breakcore fans or non-breakcore fans might just not get it, and honestly that's fine. It's definitely not for everyone. I just wanted to show you guys this because of its impact in my life and its relative rarity compared to most of the shit that I review. I will say that you should give it a shot regardless of what you like, as long as you like breakcore and the electronic music genre. You know, if you don't like it, whatever. Just know it has a historical place in the scene. You know, some might say that this album indirectly led to me starting this channel as a whole. And, yeah, I mean, that's pretty accurate. I think you could say that safely. Overall, I'm gonna give this one a 9.2 out of 10. This shit honestly gives me a lot of nostalgia, and if I just sit down and I listen to it without without working on anything, I'm gonna start tearing up, I'm gonna be honest, because this reminds me of my childhood memories, you know? Blasting this while playing League of Legends on the family computer, trying to download Bitcoin mining schemes that would hack my computer. Basically, you know, reminds me of my youthful innocence and my naivety. There's definitely not a dull moment in this album, and yeah, shit's fucking gas. Check it out. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, and I will be sending $200 million to your front door immediately upon hitting the like button. So, please, please, please just hit the like button, I swear. And as always,
subscribe to make me feel better about my regrets.
Yo, also, you didn't think I would forget about this, did you? I would never forget about this, especially since we just got a super simp. Damn. Alright, so I'd like to give a special shout out and a special thank you to my Patreons over at patreon.com. I don't know why I said it like that. So, for our connoisseurs of fine art, we've got Willow Sushi, Walter, Vershi, Thick Melon, Sad Femme, Rebecca, Prisoner Suicide, Lurker of the Gloom, Kim, Derpy Doug, Cumcumber 26, Conscious Junk, and Chairfruit. For our pseudo-intellectual supporters, we got the one and only Zucchini. We've got the only licensed physician in my pseudo-intellectual supporter category, Mesos Al Pinks. Next up, we got the homie Maroney. Then we got that little green dog man, Sows. Then for our one and only aficionado of degeneracy, we've got Alec. Thank you so much, guys. And especially thank you, Alec, for continuing your support. But you didn't think that it could get any more than the aficionado of degeneracy, did you? You didn't even think that for a second. Yeah, that's right. We got one, and only one, super simp. Thank you so much to Rem, because honestly, this really helps me out. I just recently had repairs on my car. That shit was like $800, which is like more than my bi-weekly check, which sucks because I make a low amount of money in my job. So I really appreciate this because it actually like helps me out with my life, and I don't really have to worry about money that much because of this, you know? Like I can get food on the table, I can eat some food, drink some chocolate milk, you know? So thank you so much. This is baller. Expect a love letter in the mail, and I will not be mailing you anthrax, I promise. Listen, I know you DM'd me personally and you said, listen, I want the love letter, but I don't want you to DM me the poison that you send to all the other super simps. And, you know, honestly, I will oblige by that because you've helped me out so much. So thank you. I will be sending you a normal love letter with nothing suspicious in it. So look forward to that. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching. And, yeah, I hope you all had a great day. Keep it real. Man, what a shit-ass video, right?
Good job. You did it. We will be in touch.